What is going on, guys? It's Expert here giving you some Hercules gameplay commentary on Smite. Gonna be rolling into left lane. Actually, I'm gonna be solo laning. Thor said that he wanted to jungle, so I'm gonna be solo laning. I don't know what kind of build I want to do. I'm gonna go Bruiser for sure, since he's gonna be going hard damage probably. Hard damage Thor, I'm assuming. That'll be interesting. So I'm probably gonna go a little bit tanky to start. Reinforced boots. I want that second item. I don't think I do. Well, let's get girdle. Girdle. And then what else? Girdle. Aegis would be nice. Maybe not girdle. There's some pretty heavy CCs. I think I'm gonna need an Aegis for sure, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and get girdle and Aegis. You know, why not? YOLO swag. I don't know why I keep saying that. Let's do that. Some Adams. Kind of support kind of build. I usually pick up this kind of stuff on my support build, but I am going to be a little bit tanky. I do want to be a little bit tanky so I can kind of sit back, do some decent damage. Poseidon. Oh, he wants blue, I guess. Do some decent damage, but also kind of defend. I have to be a little bit tanky. So I'm probably going to go into Reinforced Boots for some good sustain from the HP 5, and then second item probably go into Void Blade to kind of get some damage and tankiness as well. But yeah. Anyways, gonna go over his passive and abilities. His passive is called Strength from Pain, and basically what this is it basically, as the lower your HP gets, the more powerful you grow. It's very, very strong. When you get really, really low HP, you just go insane ham on people. Do a lot of damage. Do a lot of damage. Very, very, just so much heavy burst, especially since Hercules does so much burst, anyways, just naturally. Pretty much. But anyways, that is his passive ability and what it does. His first ability is called Driving Strike. It's a dash forward, a small dash forward. You'll do physical damage to anybody that you charge into, any enemies, and knock them back as well. If you're below 50% HP, then you will also stun anyone that you hit. Pretty strong, really strong ability. Does a lot of physical damage burst. Huge burst from the ability. Really, really good for poking people down, and also the stun when you're at 50% health is really, really good as well. Can get you some pretty clutch kills and things like that. Poke. Let's go to my second ability for some wave clear, and I just got pooped on. I don't want to get hit by this on her too hard. So I'm going to play pretty passive for this early game. And probably go into my mitigate wound after my first ability is maxed. Or maybe even earlier. But I do have a lot of potions that I can kind of sustain off of, things like that. But anyways, so that's his first ability. The dash, knockback, physical damage burst. Really good damage on that. The second ability is called Earthbreaker. Basically, it's another forward skill shot ability. What this does is it will do physical damage to anybody in the area. At the top, there's a little square. It goes from a 30, a little bit over the 30. You can't really see because my hammer's in the way. But a little bit over the 30. If anybody's in that little square in the skill shot, then you will actually knock them up and towards you. So you'll pull them towards you. They'll land right in front of you, and you can kind of set up whatever you want from there. Be that some extra little damage, some push back into your tower, or whatever. Or whatever you have. And this Honor's going pretty ham on me. And I haven't used really any mana, so I'm just going to use my 3 to heal up a little bit here. To just kind of keep that. I don't want to sit with full mana, because if I am, then I won't be getting back any mana per second. And if I'm just going to be sitting back here and doing really nothing until my jungler comes, then I probably want to put these things on cooldown and things like that. It's a good stun. Good stun, good poke. Really, really good damage there too. If I popped my girdle, I might have been able to kill that Guan Yu. The tower probably would have finished him. But that does help me a little bit. Kind of shows him that I'm boss! No, I'm just kidding. Get off my tower. But good poke and good pull. So there's the pull from Hercules like I was talking about. Really, really strong. So I picked up on her and then shoved him back in my tower. He had a leap to get away, and he didn't auto-attack me, so the tower wasn't aggroing him. It was still aggroing his minions. His Guan Yu went pretty hard on me there, though. So he hit me with one of his abilities, and then I followed up with my ultimate to trying to get the kill on him there, because I knew the tower would do a lot of damage, especially at lower levels. They can't really dive as effectively. So on her is backing. So go ahead and call that one, and I can push this pretty far up against this Guan Yu, I think. Against these Guan Yu, I'm not too worried about his damage output. He does have his ultimate. But I can do a lot of damage at low HP, and plus my mitigate wound will help me a lot. So anyways, going into his mitigate wound, his third ability is called mitigate wound. But this is a 4-second buff that heals you during those 4 seconds. Also, it will heal you for the next, after those 4 seconds, it will basically total up all the damage that you've taken, and then heal you for a percentage of the damage that you took. This is a really, really strong ability. It can save you in a lot of situations. The heal for the first 4 seconds is really good, and then the heal for the next 10 seconds, it will heal you for the next 10 seconds for that percentage of the damage taken during that 4 seconds, is exceedingly good the more damage that you take. You can pretty much eat ultimates at higher levels. Once you have it maxed, you actually heal back 100%, a little bit more than 100%. I think it's 130% of the damage taken. I'm not going to take that because I just remembered I have a jungler. So I want to leave all those jungle camps for him, especially the big ones. I can probably take the smaller camps if I have time, which I do right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, I might just gank this mid lane. Since their on her is not here, there's no pressure on me at all, which is going to be really bad for them.
Enemy missing middle.
So let's see here. Enemy missing middle? Okay. Losing a lot of EXP, and I don't want to push up my wave in the left lane any further, because that'll be just like really risky. So I'm gonna kind of take these buffs around since my Thor's been over there a while. I want to keep my grind up as well. I think the small minion camps are about 2 minutes, which is nothing. Those things pop up like weeds. So the more that you take of those, the better off you'll be. They come up really quickly. He didn't get my blue buff, and I know that Guan is missing. So I can kind of do that.
Your left tower is under attack.
Some good clear there. Heal up a little bit from my mitigate wound. So this is my mitigate wound. My fourth and ultimate ability is called Excavate. It's a circle ground targeted ability. What you'll do is you'll throw out a boulder onto a ground targeted area. If you hit anybody on the additional ground targeted area, then it will bounce them up into the air. So that's a CC. It'll bounce them up into the air, and then do that physical damage. It'll also roll after the initial hit onto the ground. Once it first touches the ground, then it will start rolling on the ground and do that same amount of damage that it would from the impact of the boulder to anybody that it runs into. Also, if it can bounce off walls and double tick on the same person that it already hit, it doesn't really matter. So you can kind of play some bowling and kind of do that. Especially, it works really well with an Odin's ultimate if you can throw your boulder in and it'll bounce around the ring and pretty much kill anybody in there. So you can kind of abuse that if you have a friendly Odin, or even if you have an enemy Odin, you can use his own ring against him type deal. He just traps himself in with a giant boulder that hits him about 2 or 3 times. Very strong combination there. But just the boulder is really strong in general. You can pretty much get some really good last hits from people who aren't even too low HP wise, or like half HP. Looks like I got that kill. Got that kill, and their Honor's out of mana. I'm pretty low in HP here, but I have some potions to sustain a bit. And then once I go back, I am sitting on a ton of gold. Huge amount of gold. So I'll be able to get my reinforced boots no problem, which will give me good HP 5, which means good sustain in lane. More sustain, rather. And so I'll just be in a really good position to kind of do whatever I want. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and back. Sonher's pretty low HP. My Thor hasn't really come to gank, but he hasn't really needed to either. I'm in a pretty good position, even without his help, which is good. So I'm gonna grab reinforced, and then actually, let's go ahead and get some consumables since I'm solo laning. Some good consumables. Oops. Oops. So Thor went to cover left, that's good. Always good. But anyways, that is all of his abilities. Let's get some good Hercules play. It's going to be pretty passive in the beginning here since I am solo laning. But I'm doing a pretty decent job. I even got that kill on Guan Yu early game, so it's working out really, really well for my lane. I think our right lane is getting poopied on because that Ares is going pretty ham. Ares is hard. He's really hard early game, I'd say. I'd say you have to play pretty passive with him. His initiation early game is insanely powerful, but he I don't know, something about Ares, he's just like really weak early game. Because when you have chains on somebody, there's constant minion damage that's going to be on you and things. Let's get some good clear here. And I'll actually start putting points into my third ability to get some good recovery, HP recovery from that. Let's see if we can't gank this fool. Let's see if we can't gank middle lane.
Gank middle lane.
Oops, that was bad. I mean, I meant to do that. Oh! Hit him! Somebody! No, Thor. You could have auto-dove. Oh, Lego ham! Get him, Thor. Get him, Thor. I'm gonna be there for you. Aww.
Okay.
I was gonna be there for you. I was gonna be your best friend.
Out the mid left lane. Your left tower is under attack. An ally has been slain.
I want him to get that blue buff too, because that gives him a lot of EXP.
Enemy missing left. An ally has been slain.
Golly, my entire team.
Get back.
They're getting hurt.
Defend middle lane.
So bad. Yeah, we need to defend middle, since he just went down. I'm eating through mana potions like it's nobody's business. I might go for a... no, I want to go for a Void Blade next. Because I am having some mana problems, but it'll be better overall to get some good physical damage, especially against their Xbalanque, who is probably fed by now. It'll just be good to deal with him. And also they're on her that they have. So they have some really, really strong physical damage, especially Thor too, who I think is getting pretty fed over there as well. Yeah, he's 4-1. Whew, they kick in right lane's butt. Good thing we have a jungler. Hopefully he's helping him. But since on her hasn't been in lane, that just kind of means that I can do whatever I want a little bit. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. Give me all that HP back. And that is why I went for mitigate wound first. Because as you can see, my health is returned. That also makes Hercules a really, really good solo laner. Because you can kind of just sit there and still have good... take a lot of damage, and as long as you survive from it, then you should be good to go. I can't really do too much. I can outpush this Guan, so I'm not too worried about him pushing in to my... But the Onher's roaming a lot, which he should be, because he doesn't really need to stay here any more than he has to. Since Guan Yu's not really in any trouble. And he's doing a really good job of kind of just keeping my team down. So, I don't know. I mean, like, this is kind of... I don't really like this about the whole little solo lane jungler meta. Is like, the person who's solo laning, it's miserable. Because even if you're doing well, like, I'm doing pretty decent. I'm not, like, feeding or anything. I'm farming really well, and things like that. But like, other than that, I'm getting pushed in. I can't really move from my lane, and if my team's getting pooped on, what do I do about that? I mean, I have to defend this tower from this Guan Yu. Otherwise, he's gonna get it. Actually, I can push pretty hard against this Guan Yu, but there you just saw Thor in the jungle. I mean, on her in the jungle. So I know that he's coming. Looks like Guan Yu backed here. But there's on her. I'm pretty high level. I might be able to solo him, but I won't go on him unless he goes on me, pretty much. Plus his passive is so good, especially against other physicals.
An enemy has been slain.
The enfeebles, so strong. I missed him. Use some pillar as some covers. Looks like he's gonna back. Okay, so that gives me this wave. Boop. Go ahead and put another point to mitigate wound.
Has been slain.
Got that. Thor went down.
An ally has been slain. Enemy missing left.
Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and pressure this because it looks like the team fight's already over. On her should just play back on that tower at this point. And then I can probably not get this tower, but pressure it, make them come back to it. I love that song, Bruno Mars. Whew, he's so good. Give me that Mars. I'm doing pretty good here. I almost want to take this buff. But my Thor's pretty far behind. I'm just going to take the mini camps and then probably go back to lane after that.
Thanks. Coming through.
Poke, 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 poke. There's their Thor. Rather than their Thor.
Enemy missing left. Enemy missing right.
I want to clear this.
Incoming left.
Yeah, okay, he got away anyways. I think he beats their Aegis, so it wasn't completely necessary that I was there since he got away. I do have a pull, but I need to defend this tower as well. And since there's nobody over here, there's no more point in me. I think I can get some good picks in the mid here. Their Poseidon's pretty low. And if I can dive this. Blink Herc actually might have been a really good get. Not of my ulti. Did I miss my one? Good job. I did have my ulti. Did I hit anyone? Okay, good. I hit her. I hit on her. Good job. I'm gonna block this as much as I can. No. Get body blocked, son. Get body blocked! Oh, you missed your...
Retreat. Be right back.
Since I'm so low on mana, I only have one, and I don't want to bait my team into a fight if I can't really assist them as much as I want to. So my next item, I'm actually either going to go for, let's see what we got here. So Impale Thor, Guan Yu, Poseidon, Chevalonge. I think I'm gonna go. Am I on her? I knew he would get killed. I just knew that he was gonna get killed. Since they have, I think I might go for a Magi's. I might go for a. I want to do a magical protection item. So I don't know. Bulwark would be a good pick. Just in general, it would help me survive, especially with mitigate wound. If I can get down to 20% and live, 25% and live with mitigate wound activated, oh my gosh, that healing will just skyrocket me. And when you're healing as Hercules, you're pretty much invincible. You'll be doing insane damage because you'll be at low HP, but you'll be constantly getting back HP every second, which is insane. Oh! Somebody girdled me.
An ally has been slain.
We got the Thor. I don't know what happened to that Thor actually. Did he dunk back down? I thought I heard him dunk back down. So that might have been where all that burst damage on my Thorn Poseidon, or whoever was in there, Ares I guess, happened.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Boom! Hercules. It's pretty funny. Are you still... Ogre! Stop your nonsense. I need to get some wards. I really do. No, on her! Don't take my farm! Oh, this is an easy gank. So we have on her there. We can probably get this. Go on you. Oh! It was like right on the edge of it. So close. Can we get this? Is that a feasible thing? Is that a feasible request? No, they're all like over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and back. What the? Get the. Poseidon's pretty big boy. I don't know. We're all just chilling around.
Be right back. Be right back. Retreat.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab that. Yeah, they should definitely retreat out of there.
Retreat. Retreat.
Ares is still up there though, that worries me.
Tower is under attack.
That worries me. Yeah, I think actually Blink Herc would have worked. I just got Aegis because I thought that I would get kind of pooped on. And since I didn't, it worked out for me. Yeah, it worked out really well for me. It would have, or the Blink would have worked out really well for me, since I don't really need the Aegis too much. I can tank the Kraken, and as long as I can do that, if I have Mitigate Wound up, I'll get all that HP back for Mitigate Wound. So, it's not really a problem at all.
Retreat.
Come with me, and you'll see. I don't know what this song's from. Is it like a Disney song? I don't know. Probably. Probably. Tower for a tower. Thor! Get out of here, you noob. That's not very nice. Whoa!
Your middle tower is under attack. Coming through.
Hopefully I can heal up some of that. Good stun. Good job. Oh, my team's in the right lane. I don't know what they're doing, my team. Like, they're constantly in the enemy jungle, which means that they're not getting farm. They're looking for kills. They're playing Call of Duty right now, like Ghost, because they're all just sitting in the jungle like, bum, bum, bum. Who's the next kill we can get? Black Ops. It's like, come on, dude. Stop playing Call of Duty. Get some objectives, because they're pooping on me right now. We need to be grouping up as a team. I mean, getting kills is good, yeah, but you shouldn't be going out of your way for them. Don't, like, force engagements and things like that. It's not really the best idea. You're supposed to be, obviously, getting objectives would give you gold, just get you even more powerful, things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, kills are obviously good, but this ain't no Call of Duty. Plus, if you just get cleaned up like this, it's just useless, basically. Oh, I can't type. I don't think that my type shows up. Sometimes that is a glitch that happens. So let's go ahead and get Bulwark. Go some good magic damage, or magic immunity. I might go for... We'll see. But I think I want to go for a damage item next. Maybe a good aura item for the team that I haven't seen in days. But we'll see. We'll see how the game progresses and what happens. I'm just gonna push this up and get farmed a little bit. I know that I'm pretty sure nobody. Well, there could be people over here, so I'm just gonna push this next wave and then call it a day. Don't do too much damage either, so I definitely need after this bulwark another good damaging item. Maybe an executioner? I'm not sure. That would give me a lot of I missed. My level 12 Ares. I double ticked on the on her and he's still going ham. I can't. Golly. That was a perfect block. That was a perfect block. Can't even be mad about that one. And they're all just like, golly. Alright, let's hope that my team can clean this, which it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of it. It's good. Or might get picked off here. Where's our on her going? Oh, he's dying to Guan Yu. Please don't get killed by Guan Yu. Besides backing off, go. So we've caught out Guan Yu, but nobody's really at good enough health to deal with him, except for our Poseidon. I don't think he can even output that much damage. Him and the Guan Yu, he being mid laner, and the Guan Yu are the same level, which is not a good sign at all. Just shows how behind we are. We can definitely come back from this game, though. It's not at all over. But we are in a pretty bad spot right now. Thor is, wow, he's really fat. I didn't even notice that. He's 8-1. He's only had 1 death. Thor, where you been all my life? Oh, okay. I need to stick with him. He's level 20.
Retreat.
Oh, I take it all back. Thor gonna carry us. Look at that bubble. That little Magi's blessing bubble. I can get the next tier, so I'm gonna do that. Will I be able to afford a ward? No. Yes. Now I will. I don't need that health potion. It won't really help me out. My mitigate wound will be all that I need right now. And I need to ward the fire giant, because if they get a good clean on us, and by that I mean, well, if they get like 1 or 2 picks, they might try and fire giant, and then in that case we can probably take him out there. I'm really, really tanky though. I'm not too damage dealing, so I gotta kind of support this game. Aww.
An ally has been slain.
On her!
An enemy has been slain. Be right back.
Tor carry. Oh, he didn't have anything. It's a good kill. So they know that he's pretty far away. I got Poseidon. I cannot hit my pulse! On her went for red buff? Possibly. No, the red buff's down. We have it marked. So let's move to the other lanes. Go ahead and give him that farm. Our Thor is really big. Boomba's mask, so OP! Boomba, Boomba. Oh, he doesn't even have... Oh, he sold it because he's almost maxed out on items. Jeez, OP. Because I know he didn't just get tier 1 Deathbringer and then just leave it there all game. Pretty sure that is not something that he would have done. 105. Wards would be a good pickup. I really want to save and get that last tier of Bulwark. That'll really help me out. And then I'm going to go straight damage from there. I'll probably go into... A good hybrid item is Chains Blades. It also helps you burn tanks since it's HP based, but also the attack speed is really, really good. But like I said, I want to go for some pretty heavy damaging items. It also gives physical power, which is really good. I just think it's a really good pickup. Even on carries, I'd pick it up for show, for show. I've had some really good initiation, or some really good girdles. We've been able to pick up some good kills. Especially since girdle's only on a 90-second cooldown, it's not that bad. Not that bad to put on just one person. That sucks that that teleport isn't mitigated, or chains doesn't stop that teleport. Ow! Don't hurt me, Poseidon. Alright, so I have 3 wards, so I need to use them. What the? Alright, that looks like it's gonna be game, guys. So this is a little bit different version of Herc. You guys asked for Herc. But this is a little bit different. I kind of played him a little bit different, but interesting nonetheless. I think it worked pretty well. I have 5 assists, so, and I was kind of supporting rather than doing a bruiser damagey type build. But anyways, like and favorite if you did enjoy. Heck, subscribe. Why not? This is WitherMcSpoon signing off. Peace out, guys.